Welcome to this very special stream here at Game Informer. I'm Brian Shea, joined by Kyle Hilliard.
Hey, Brian.
And Marcus Stewart.
Hello.
And we are watching the Super Mario Brothers movie trailer number 2 and reacting in real time. It should be starting in just about 90 seconds here, I believe. But real quick, go around the horn. Very, very brief reactions to the first trailer. Kyle, go ahead.
Very good. Very excited. Can't wait. Think the movie's going to be very good.
All right. And Marcus, what was your very quick thoughts?
I liked it better than I thought it would be. Excited to see more.
I think that's kind of how I was as well. The Mario voice, I think, is the very divisive part of the whole formula there. Kyle, what were your thoughts on Chris Pratt's Mario voice?
A flat fine. I think Chris Pratt is actually a very good voice actor. I think he's fantastic in the Lego movie, like underrated vocal performance. I don't know if that is necessarily going to translate to Mario, but like I don't really have a problem with him as a comedic actor, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not as down on it as everybody else, but I'm certainly not like this is going to be it, guys.
And real quick, Marcus, before we start this stream, what do you hope to see from this trailer?
I hope we get to get longer speaking roles for not only Mario, but I want to hear the other characters. I actually want to see Peach. We haven't seen her at all.
Well, it certainly seems by the key art that they've released that we are going to see Peach in this trailer. Hopefully hear Anya Taylor-Joy give her voice. So far, I think all the voice acting has been good. I know Chris Pratt has been railed on in terms of like his approach to it. It's more kind of in like the pre-Charles Martinet voice, like the Bob Hoskins style. But, I think that the first trailer was promising, and I'm really excited to see this second trailer as soon as it starts. It should be any moment now.
Oh, here we go.
Wow, look at that.
Good timing.
It heard me.
And if you're in the chat, let me know about audio, because I'll turn up the trailer from my end here.
But we're mostly going to, I think, keep quiet here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shigeru Miyamoto from Nintendo. Today, I'm excited for you all to see the second trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Me too. Thanks for having me. He's got
The first trailer we released in October was seen by lots and lots of people around the world. Thank you all for supporting this movie.
We haven't bought tickets
It's almost finished, and I'm not supposed to say anything else about it.
Oh, they put the muzzle on
Chris-san,
Miyamoto.
Let's introduce our special guests.
You think it's the other
Thank you,
actors?
Miyamoto-san.
Remember last
It's my
night was
pleasure
just
to
like
introduce Anya
Stomping
Taylor-Joy.
Goombas.
Hey, Anya
the
Taylor-Joy.
incredible
Do you
actor
think she'll
who
have
voices
her accent,
Princess
her
Peach
British
in our
accent,
movie.
or is she dropping it?
It was important for us to work with performers
It's a
who
lot of
could inhabit
fantasy
a wide
situations
range of
to keep the
emotions,
British
to
accent,
connect
but
with
I
audiences
think she might keep
on
it.
the big
I think she
screen.
might keep it.
I think she keeps
Anya
it.
brings another
I always forget that
dimension
she's
to this
British. I
character.
feel like most of the roles
Whether
I
she's
watch her
leading
in
her
is her
toads
playing
or
an
going
American.
head-to-head against the
So I
King
don't even know if I've ever heard her.
I'm delighted
her
to
natural
introduce you
accent.
to your princess.
Last night.
All right, here we
Hello,
go.
Nintendo Direct
Oh.
and Mario fans from all over the world. We are just moments away
Now
from
I'm
seeing
getting my wish.
Princess
Here it
Peach
is.
for the very first time, and I
She
personally
in a
could not be
public
more
bathroom?
excited.
Where is she?
I hope that you enjoyed the movie as much as I enjoyed.
Well, she's keeping her
working
British
on it.
accent for this
Here
part.
we go.
All right, let's go.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Hi,
no,
Janet.
it's
What's
fake
up?
out.
I've
in
been looking
chat.
forward to this since the casting process. I thought she'd be perfect for Princess Peach. I'm also looking forward to this person's performance. Playing Donkey Kong is Seth Rogen.
Seth's here?
Hi there, I'm Seth Rogen, and for my entire life, I've been a fan of the worlds created by Miyamoto-san. In fact, my dog is named Zelda. Ever since I was a kid playing,
you're playing
Play
Donkey
Choice
Kong.
10, I remember looking at Mario Brothers and thinking, if they ever make a movie out of this, I better be in it.
How high
And
do you think he
I'm
is?
happy to say that dream
Well,
came true.
He's probably like
I
30
thank
or
you,
40, stories
and Zelda
a year,
does too.
Judging by the window behind
Thanks,
you.
Seth-san.
That's what you meant, right?
In my neighborhood,
Yes.
there's a cat named Mario and a dog named Koopa. Okay
I
then,
sued
let's
them.
press the start button again.
All right, here we go. Everybody shut up.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Yay! But there's one problem. There's a human, has a mustache, just like you.
Do you think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it?
That's Charlie Day.
Because I
for sure.
don't.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster.
How? Look at us. We're adorable.
Oh, I got this. No problem. Yes! Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now! Ah! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
There's a huge universe out there.
Whoa.
With a lot of galaxies.
You don't punch in the air right now.
They're all counting on us. No pressure.
Ah, Mario Kart. Oh, yeah, Rainbow Road.
Could be like 5 of them going off the edge, right? The actors.
Half the cast died in that scene.
First time his dad directs Hello. Hello.
Stinger? No stinger?
How was that?
No stinger.
It
got
looks
a
like we'll be
Donkey
able
Kong
to
shirt
see
on
a new side of Princess Peach, played by Anya-san. Donkey Kong was there too. It's been over 40 years since the release of the original Donkey Kong game, which was also my debut title. We've also changed his design for the first time since he became a 3D model in the original Donkey Kong Country game. Some of you may have noticed, but
there
for
it is.
this movie, we seized the opportunity to give him a comical personality and design reminiscent of the original character.
It's almost like a
What do
combination
you
between
think?
Donkey Kong Country and Donkey
Well,
Kong Jr.
that's all for now. I hope you're all looking forward to the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yes.
What's
Thank
the
you.
knee-jerk reaction chat? We happy with what we saw?
So, Kyle, first reactions while chat kind of gives their impressions.
Positive. I like what I was seeing. Bowser referred to Mario as a human, which I think is interesting. You know what I mean? He wasn't like there's somebody. He's like the human being. I like the Charlie Day joke about wearing the same clothes with the identical mustache with the letter on his head. I thought that was funny. I'm excited for this movie, man. I'm really excited about this movie.
I think it's visually stunning. I'm kind of a little bummed that Keegan-Michael Key is not voicing every single Toad, it sounds like. Because I think that would be a very funny gag that he just does all the voices for all the Toads. But Marcus, what about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much up there with Kyle. I think this looks great. I think everyone sounds good. Like, there's no one that sounds like bad in their role, at least from these snippets that we're seeing from the trailer. But I think visually, like you said, this looks amazing. I just even rewatching it back, I missed the Yoshi scene. That was cool to see. But
yeah, we're kind of like scrubbing through it as we talk about it. What does Luigi have on his back here?
Does he have the Yoshi or Luigi's Mansion vacuum?
That's what I'm wondering.
Is that what that was?
Pause it when it gets to. Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
it looks like it.
You know what? It's a tool. It's a toolbox.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is probably when they first
Great look
show
at his
up
face.
Yeah, that's probably when they first show up there, right? From the human.
Yeah,
world
this
or
is like
whatever.
them going through the portal. It's so silly that I didn't think about it ahead of time, but it's like, of course they're gonna have like Mario Kart stuff in it. Like, why wouldn't they? Like,
They had Mario Kart stuff in Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, right. I mean, that was the game that they played and stuff. I wonder if you could, on the scene where it shows all the characters driving together, if there's a couple other cameos you could catch in there.
I mean, I'm sure there are.
Do you think Mario 2 gets any acknowledgement whatsoever?
Ooh,
Okay,
like
so I
Luigi
paused
can
there.
jump
I
a
saw
lot
some
higher
Koopalings,
or
right?
something.
Yeah, get a Shy Guy at least.
But that's canonized through like things like Mario 3D World, Luigi being able to jump higher.
Sorry, buddy. Clicked away.
Oh, jeez.
I wanted to see there. So we got a little more of
Shy
Chris
Guys
talking, which again, it just seems
Yeah, it seems overall
Let's go.
seems okay. Everybody else sounds great.
Yeah, I just realized they're fighting on the Donkey Kong
The girders.
Yeah, the girders.
I also like the look of the stages, quote unquote, like clearly like you're playing a level. It's almost like he's training on like a traditional Mario level, and you're seeing a lot of the like Mario stuff, like the rotating fireballs and that kind of thing. Like that's fun. Like use all that stuff. It's there in the game. Like integrate it.
Yeah, there's so many Easter eggs that seems like they're cramming into this. I like that Peach is getting the fire flower. I like that Mario has the Tanuki suit. I like that there's just an entire horde of Yoshis running through the forest there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of nods to people who have played the games, and I think that's very promising, because that means that these are people who are paying attention to the games, even like, and they've worked with Miyamoto obviously, but it seems like there's some love behind this, and that's what gives me the most hope, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of love, do you think Peach and Mario finally kiss in this movie?
No.
I think so.
Crazy,
I think that's
Marcus.
the final scene.
Crazy man. We're looking at who we got here? What's
is
going
that
on there?
Well, it's got to be the Koopa. It's got to be the Koopalings that are the other drivers, right?
I guess. Oh, is
that Diddy on the left, or no?
That might be Funky.
That looks like Funky? Donkey right there. Is that that's Bowser or Donkey?
Hold on, we got to enhance this, guys.
Oh, that is Funky Kong, I think, in the middle there, and then on to the left of Toad, is that Diddy? It's hard to see because we're watching on your screen. It's kind of small.
Oh, right, and on the if you're watching on Twitch, I'm actually like zooming in and out and stuff.
Oh, it is Funky. Right. Yeah, you're right.
So
it's actually easier. I'm watching through Twitch, and
I've like messed it all up. Everyone can now see how this whole process works. I've ruined all of it.
The illusion is shattered.
Yeah, I mean, my big thing about it is still the director pedigree of the movie. It's still the thing that I think is the most telling of its potential quality. I'm very hopeful for it. It's the directors who worked on the Teen Titans Go to the Movies movie, and that is a very underrated comedic film. So.
I've heard it's very good. I'm really looking forward to this movie. I think that I don't know. I think my hype level is probably the same now as it was after the first movie, maybe slightly higher. I mean, Donkey Kong looks great. I like the number of Easter eggs, whereas before all we got were, hey, there's some giant mushrooms and there's a toad, and then you see Mushroom Kingdom off to the side. This shows the depth of the kind of the lore that they are at least referencing in the Mario games.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have to write like Bowser's sort of in the background doing his thing, and Mario has to train to like defeat him, is kind of maybe, and save Luigi in the process. It seems like that might be what's going on here.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, the training, I think that's a pretty safe bet, is that's what he's doing. He's training in those scenes where he's like running through like the traditional obstacle courses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little plumbing reference there.
I'm excited to see, like, I wonder how much time they'll spend in the human world there. Like, I kind of want to see what other human beings look like. Because do they look like Mario and Luigi, or are they the only like weirdos of their society? You can see one guy kind of in the back there on Mario's left.
He looks
like the guy from Up.
Yeah, I was gonna make the same joke. It does.
Yeah, they just fixed up his plumbing. They know each other.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait for this movie.
Yeah, we got a wild Dan Tack in chat.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Now, we know that there are references to like Donkey Kong and Yoshi, but like those are kind of all Mario adjacent franchises at this point. Do you think we get any non-Mario or Donkey Kong or Yoshi references? Like any Nintendo references outside of that, or even like
a
other
Pikmin or something? Is that what you mean? Kind of like that?
Yeah, like I mean at Super Nintendo World, for example, which is also at Universal Studios, it is like there are Pikmin all over that park. Like you can find like hidden Pikmin. And I'm wondering if there's going to be any kind of like nods to other Nintendo franchises or even non-Nintendo franchises in this.
I wonder if it'll just be franchises that Miyamoto himself created. So like maybe Star Fox or something like that. But like
I think no.
Like maybe not Kirby, you know.
I think no. I don't think there'll be anything like even in the Mario and Luigi games. I think it was Mario and Luigi games. Miyamoto was apparently very adamant about like you have to keep it within the Mario universe. You know, like Mario Kart having Link was like a weird exception, right? Smash Brothers was its own exception, I suppose. But like when it comes, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just going to be specifically Mario.
Okay. You won't go into Mario's house and you want to have a portrait of Samus on his wall for some reason?
No, I don't think so.
Some sort of like Zelda reference, just a tongue-in-cheek thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, I looks good, man. I'm
Yeah,
into it.
looking at chat, everybody seems largely pumped for it. Seems everyone's like, this looks like this. I saw someone mention earlier that they're excited to take their family to see it.
Yeah. And there's Donkey Kong again on the stream here.
Someone
again-
mentioned, like, did they think that they made Donkey Kong look like Seth Rogen? Like, do you see the Seth Rogen in that design? Like in his face,
maybe maybe they made it how Seth Rogen sounds. Because like that guy looks like he would sound like Seth Rogen.
That's what I've always said about Donkey Kong.
But like really, I think the design looks like a more cartoonish version of what Rare created in Donkey Kong Country, but also it looks kind of like the body type of DK Jr., which was the one that appeared in the original Super Mario Kart.
Right.
They
haven't confirmed Diddy, right?
I don't think
just
so.
Cranky
No.
and
we
Donkey?
thought maybe we saw him in that cart sequence, but no, they have not. They didn't announce a voice actor for Diddy or anything.
Okay.
Which I mean, going on their previous trend, Anthony Hopkins probably for Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, you just get actual Diddy to voice Diddy.
Oh my god, that would be the funniest thing they could possibly do.
That would deflate all of my respect that they've earned thus far. I would be like, no, that's the
yeah.
It would be one of those jokes that would be legendary in the moment, and then the more time that went from it, the stupider the decision would seem.
He only has to speak one. He just has to say something like, I don't know, can't stop, won't stop, donkey. And then
I mean,
that's how you know it's him.
I would argue that it'd be stupid from the moment they announced it, but maybe that's just me.
It would be one of those funny fake outs. Like, hey, we got Diddy to voice Diddy, and they're like, just kidding. It's like, I don't know.
And you mentioned before that you don't think Keegan-Michael Key voices all the Toads. I mean, who's to say he doesn't just change his voice for all of them? You know, he's a pretty talented guy. Yeah.
But any closing thoughts before we wrap up here, guys?
Other than I'm just realizing this tunnel sequence reminds me a lot of the Bifrost from the Thor movies.
It really does. There's even a scene like that where I think Thor is trying to hold on to Loki's hand. And yeah, so maybe there's a Marvel reference in there, but not a Zelda reference.
It actually kind of makes me think of when Mario uses Cappy in Odyssey, you know?
Oh, when he gets sucked. Yeah, the weird little, Man, I wonder if we get a Cappy reference at all in this movie, if that's too new. But I think overall I'm psyched. I want to see it. I think this it's hard because I'm always afraid to get too excited about a video game movie, but at the same time I think they gradually have gotten better overall, you know?
Oh yeah, we're on a run of higher quality than we've ever had before. I think like things like Mortal Kombat and Uncharted, like people didn't like those for various reasons, but I think they were undeniably higher quality than movies we've seen in the past.
Absolutely.
And I think that this is going to continue that trend. By all indications, it looks like a higher quality and higher respect of the source material than any movie we got like before the last 5 years.
Yeah.
But I think that that's a pretty good look at it. Thank you to everyone who joined us for this stream. Thank you to Kyle and Marcus for helping us break this down. And, we're going to probably have some coverage of this on GameInformer.com, and then we will be talking a little bit about it on the future episode of All Things Nintendo, which is my Nintendo podcast. But until then, we will see you next time.